Adam Alexander, what's going on with Hornaday?
Well, if he doesn't win this race today, everyone's going to talk about the two-tire call late, but Rick Wren told him I didn't have any better left-side tires than what were on the truck, so I thought we would play track position. He needs to hold him off for less than 2 laps, and one of the guys for less than 10 laps, and the guy that is chasing him on the track will be Johnny Benson. He came on the radio and said, those guys are trying to get me in turn number 3. I know what they're doing. I will be able to hold them off now. And Kyle Busch, who restarted 6th after having issues prior to that last pit stop with the window net, said it's vibrating once again. We'll have to keep our eye on the 51. Tony?
Mike Skinner says he has a better truck than Joey Clanton, but that the 09 races him just too hard. He's asked for help from the spotter. The spotter said, we'll give you the bottom. But Clanton's trying to win this race as well, and if he does, 3 chicken tenders at his Zaxby restaurants.
Really?
I think we should go.
I don't know who to pick here. You've got Mike Skinner right there. He's running 6th. He's probably got as good a truck as he's had this entire race.
Pick it quick, because the green flag is about to come out.
I like Mark Martin about 30 laps ago, but now I think I like Johnny Benson.
Green flag in the air, 8 laps of racing to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Skinner jumps to the inside. He's side by side with his 09. He gets that spot. Skinner's up to 5th.
He's driven just as hard this week as he did last week. Last week he had a truck he was leading with. This week he's had a truck he has to race from 13th to the top 5, late in the going with. What a great job by Skinner.
Look at Kyle Busch on the outside.
Busch. He goes to the outside of Johnny Benson, takes 2nd away, now to the outside of Ron Hornaday, taking over the lead as they cross the start-finish line.
What a great move by Kyle Busch. Remember, Ron Hornaday has to think about that point championship. Kyle Busch has nothing to lose.
Kyle Busch running right through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, he puts 3 truck links between himself and Ron Hornaday.
Johnny Benson's going to try to battle that 33 truck for the 2nd position. Not able to do it. Johnny just loses the front end of that truck in the center of the corner. It looks like every corner.
This time when they cross the start-finish line, it is Kyle Busch in front of Ron Hornaday. And what has that happened? What has that done to the points? 4 points now separate Hornaday and Skinner as they run on the racetrack.
Okay, this thing isn't over. Mark Martin looks to the inside of JB, not able to do it that time.
They better get something done in a hurry or Kyle Busch is going to drive off and leave them. The just for men stay in the game moment, holding the window net up. Could he parlay that into a victory here at Atlanta?
He's led the most laps. Oh, problems for Todd Bodine. Bodine gets sideways. Looks as though he may have a right rear tire down as he's trying to hang on to that truck.
He does make it to pit road. No caution flag.
Caution still not coming out, so they're staying green. Kyle Busch staying in the gas as they go down the backstretch.
What an incredible performance by Kyle Busch.
We've gone 21 races with Cup drivers running in most of the races. They have not been able to find victory lane. We see Todd Bodine, how loose he got there.
That right rear tire went flat with him, Rick, and he did a great job of hanging on to that truck.
That was a great save.
Was able to make it onto pit road. Under 4 laps of racing to go. Here comes Mark Martin to look to the inside of Johnny Benson.
Not able to do anything yet. Ron Hornaday has opened up a few truck links on that 3rd place truck of Johnny Benson. Mike Skinner not able to close on that 4th place truck of Mark Martin.
Kyle Busch looking very strong as he comes out of turn number 4, this time when they cross the start-finish line. 4.5 miles, 3 laps to go from Atlanta.
Mark Martin's desperately trying to do away with Johnny Benson. Just can't get it done. Gets all the way beside him in the center of the corner field, but the momentum on the high side, Johnny's able to drive right back around.
Mark did it again, not able to do anything. If he could just keep a fender up beside him, then he may be able to race him down to the next corner and not let Johnny have the bottom.
Johnny Benson ducking down low once again. Mark Martin following in his tracks.
It's like the lead's tightening up a little bit off turn 4. Hornaday ran a faster lap that time by then did Kyle Busch, but will it be enough?
0.8 of a second separated Kyle Busch and Ron Hornaday when they went across the start-finish line. Almost side by side as Mark Martin and Johnny Benson.
And Skinner's looking at that battle right there, licking his chops, saying, please get side by side. Let me get those 10 points off you guys.
We could have the exact same situation as last week. Hornaday passed a couple trucks in the last 2 or 3 laps. If Mike Skinner can get by those 2 trucks, That would be 10 more points.
He would regain the lead. Right now, he is 4 points down behind Hornaday, and the white flag has come out. The final lap here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kyle Busch in front of the 33 of Ron Hornaday.
Johnny Benson continues to run in third, Mark Martin fourth, and Mike Skinner fifth.
This is a great performance by Mike Skinner. He didn't have the truck he wanted all day long, but he was able to maximize the effort.
Coming out of turns 3 and 4, it is Kyle Busch looking at the checkered flag.
That's right, Rowdy is back, baby.
Rowdy Busch, Kyle Busch winning at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
What a great performance by Kyle Busch and Richie Waters, that entire team. Terrific job there. Parlayed a little good fortune by catching a caution flag to get that window net back up, and Kyle Busch drove the wheels off that thing.
Unbelievable for Kyle Busch to even be able to stay out on the racetrack when his window net had come down and he was holding it up. That winning crew chief standing by with Tony Rizzuti.
Richie Waters, you've had a fast truck all weekend long, but I got to tell you, buddy, you must have a horseshoe hidden somewhere, because that caution came out at the right time that led to this victory.
Yeah, everything worked out perfect. I mean, they're bringing us in for the window net coming down, and lucky we got the caution at the same time. So Rowdy did an awesome job today, and Red Top Auto Auctions, thank them for coming along, and Billy Blue Motorsport for everything that Billy does. Rowdy's just one heck of a race car driver, and I just love working with him.
Richie Waters, the winning crew chief here at Atlanta. Rick?
Well, that's the 5th career win for Kyle Busch as he will celebrate in front of the grandstands here. Another win for Kyle Busch at Atlanta in the trucks. It's his 2nd now. He is the first repeat winner ever at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And he had to do it inside the last 10 laps, a daring outside pass from 3rd to 1st in less than a lap.
But the secret is him holding that window up long enough before NASCAR saw that, and NASCAR probably saw our pictures on video and decided to black flag him. Then the caution came out when Jack Sprague made contact with the inside wall, and it allowed them to come down pit road under the caution, and there he is, and with a checker flag.
Well, by the way, as this race was going on and Kyle Busch was winning, the points lead changed once again.
5 races in a row.
5 in a row. Now Ron Hornaday back in front of Mike Skinner. Now just 4 points separate those two. Mike Skinner with an impressive run today, coming back from falling back behind. He was in a 5th place finish. Ron Hornaday finishes 2nd.
What a great effort by Skinner to close that deficit.
Chevy congratulates Kyle Busch in the number 51 Chevy Silverado on today's big one. No truck has dominated the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series like the Chevy Silverado. Chevy, the winningest name in racing, an American Revolution. Our Fast and All Fast finish, Kyle Busch, the first Cup regular to win in the Truck Series in 2007. Ron Hornaday, Mike Skinner, top 5 finishes again. A fitting finish for Atlanta truck owner Billy Ballou, seeing his truck driven by Kyle Busch in victory lane. Let's go down to victory lane now.
And for the first time in 2007 and the 5th in his career, Kyle Busch, a Truck Series winner. And today he does it, as you said, Rick, on Billy Ballou's home turf here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. First off, let's feel this left arm. Quite a workout there holding that window net in. Tell us about that for 12 laps.
Yeah, that was an experience. I've never had to do that before, but you know, glad I can just work with these guys and Billy Blue Motorsports. You know, we do about the most here with the least, so you know, pretty proud of all these guys on his team, Richie Waters and, you know, Dennis Schoenfeld, everybody that helps us out here, Greg and JR and all the guys that want a shot, but you know, we're here working together trying to make it happen.
And was it vibrating again there at the end?
It was a little bit, yeah. I'd reach up every straightaway and put it back because it was wanting to vibrate loose, but yeah, it's just a product of racing. You've always got something going on, but you know, I want to thank Red Top Auto Auction, Flanders Beef Patties. They're not on with us this week, but you know, they deserved to win earlier this year, a couple of them actually, and we missed out, but glad we were able to do it here in Billy Ballou country here in Atlanta.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
Kyle Busch, a winner here in 2007 at Atlanta. Tony?
Ron Hornaday led 51 laps here this afternoon, and Ron, it looked like in the end it was those 4 tires that Kyle Busch had over your 2 tires that made the difference.
It doesn't matter. We finished 2nd. We had a good truck. Anytime you can come to a racetrack like this, sit on the pole, and run second to a guy like that. I got to thank all my guys, Camping World, RVs.com, Chevrolet, Kevin and Delana Harvick. I mean, this is awesome. This is what racing's all about. This is fun, and you know, I hated this racetrack, and I learned how to drive it when the tires wore out. And I'll tell you what, you got to have a truck like this, what Rick Rinn gives you, and everybody have a KHI. I mean, this is a lot of fun to race.
And you guys flip-flop the lead again. You now take the lead by 4 points.
If that's all right after Homestead, I'll be fine. But right now, you don't jump up and down. I mean, sure, Skinner will get it back next week, and I'll try to get it back the following week. But this is what NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing's all about. It's having fun. And Mike fitting that way and only putting 2 on and coming back up from the back and finish top 5.
And you can see the smile on Ron Hornaday's face. He had a fun time today, finishing second.
Take a look at those point standings that we talked about. 4 points separating Hornaday and Skinner. How about the camaraderie between the two right now?
Yeah, very, very impressed with the job Mike Skinner did coming back up into the top 5.
Travis Quapple, third in the points, 320 back. It is a 2-man battle for the 2007 championship.
The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Toyota, moving forward, by the official tools of NASCAR, Craftsman, and by Aaron's Sales and Lease Ownership. Nobody beats Aaron's, nobody.
Kyle Busch celebrating the win at Atlanta Motor Speedway, but probably a little disappointed in his 5th place finish because he lost the points lead as Mike Skinner. He's with Adam Alexander.
And unofficially, he's 4 points behind Hornaday. Now, you and I standing here doing the math, trying to figure this out. Doesn't matter. You're 4 points back with 3 races to go, and I'll tell you what, nice job battling back today.
It is what it is, isn't it? You know, we had a truck yesterday. I slept good last night. I thought, man, that truck is so awesome, and I don't know what happened to that truck. I think they changed trucks on me overnight. We struggled with it all day, and we just couldn't never get it fixed on pit road. Jeff Hensley did a phenomenal job using his strategy with his tires. We used up our right side tires early, then we put used left side tires on, used all that junk all up. We had a new set of tires right there with 30 to go, and that's why we got back as far as we did. But it was strategy in the pits is the reason why we got a good finish, and I wish we could have adjusted it a little better when we was on pit road.
Well, for what it's worth, if it continues to alternate back and forth, it'll be your turn to lead when we leave Homestead, Miami in a few weeks. Over now to Tony Rizzuti.
Mark Martin's Ford F-150 seemed to come alive in the second half of the race. You ended up 4th here this afternoon. Are you satisfied with that run?
Well, we would have liked to have won, but I can't tell you what it means to me to drive the Wood Brothers JTG Racing number 21 Ford F-150. I really want to thank those guys for letting me drive that truck this year. We've had a blast. You know, I would have liked to have got them a win. We were good enough to win a couple of races, and you know, we just didn't get it done. Today, we might have had a shot if we could have got a 40-lap run at the end. Our truck was really strong on the long run, but you know, on the restarts, the thing was a little edgy, and I wasn't able to really do with it what I needed to for a few laps. And it was nice to be up in the middle of it, but you know, we just couldn't quite get to the front there with those restarts. But once again, I want to thank everybody for letting me, all their supporters, Bubba Burgers and Bush's Baked Beans and Ravenswood, all the folks that sponsor that truck. It meant a lot to me to drive it this year.
One of the true superstars of the sport, Mark Martin, finishes 4th in his final Truck Series race of 07. Over to Adam Alexander.
Johnny Benson 3rd here today. Johnny, great run for you guys. What was the difference there at the end? I thought you were going to get him.
Well, we thought so too, but it just wasn't quite good enough. And, you know, I got caught speeding down pit road, I guess, early on, and that kind of put us behied. But our Toyota Certified Used Vehicles Tundra was pretty good shape, so we were having a lot of fun there at the end. I didn't want to see that last caution or two, but I just did everything I could, and I really thought that I knew the 51 was going to go to the outside. I thought I was going to try it, but I didn't want to be on the outside 3 and 4. I figured he couldn't hold that, and then he went around, and that kind of caught me by a little bit of surprise. So congratulations to them guys. They had a great race, and for us having to come from the back, it wasn't a bad deal for us either.
Another solid day for Bill Davis Racing. Johnny Benson, Mike Skinner, both in the top 5.
Taking a look from the aerial coverage of the Goodyear blimp. Again, that provided by Goodyear for track-tested technology. Get there on Goodyear Innovation. Is that Krista? Krista,
no, she's on the other side.
You can take the blimp back now. Krista, you can go. Maybe she might want to take that to Pittsburgh. Can you go all the way to Pittsburgh in a Goodyear blimp?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
I think it's from Ohio.
It runs on hot air. So.
She said we have actually a little more hot air than that had. Kyle Busch, the winner from Atlanta Motors.